Delicious taste of skip
Ball coach, now the father, is explaining what went so wrong.
And get ready to turn up the heat. Spicy foods are all the rage right now, and supermarket guru Phil Limpert is in studio to show us some of the new spicy foods. It is 7:38.
Back at you, Steve. Thank you very much. The newest food trend, spicy eats that pack a lot of heat. Supermarket guru and Today's Show food editor Phil Limpert is just back from the International Zesty Food Show in Austin, Texas. Okay, Phil, as if I have to ask, what is hot?
Hot, hot, hot. Just imagine this. Okay. There's about 100, 150 different vendors. You go up and down the aisles, and everybody tells you they've got the hottest foods possible. So what we did is we went up and down those aisles, we tasted it, and we brought back a lot of my favorites. But first, let's talk about the fresh peppers. Because keep in mind that you want to look at the Scoville index. Now, Wilbur Scoville was a pharmacologist, and he came up with the hotness index. That's actually like, centigrade or Fahrenheit.
Sure.
It's called Scoville. So you always want to look in some of these packages. The Anaheim chili is among the mildest. That's over here.
The green one.
The green one.
Dark green.
Now the hottest one is right here, the orange habanero, which is about 300,000 Scoville units.
And we need to show them and put this in the camera. You see that? That's a rubber glove, folks. Use that when handling these peppers because they can definitely cause irritation.
Definitely. When you're buying them in the store, when you're cooking with them at home, use those plastic gloves. And also, this is a big opportunity. According to AC Nielsen, sales of supermarket products are about flat, a little about 1% on the increase. But when you look at chili sauces, up 5%. You look at Tabasco and pepper sauces, up over 10%. So this is clearly a growing trend. We're seeing more and more products. And in fact, some of my favorites have to do with packaging, for example.
Oh, this is the fun part, yes.
Yeah, and some has to do with flavor. Now, with flavor, this Texas Sassy is a pickle chip that is the wonderful, wonderful balance between the crunchy, between the sweet, between the hot. I would use this on everything from a burger to just having a little bite of it. But keep in mind, if you have something that's too hot, milk.
Yes.
You drink milk, and that will cut it instantly.
I've also heard and used bread.
Not
as good as milk?
Not as good as milk.
Milk is the best.
Now, at the show, in fact, K-John, one of the company that makes these little flying saucers.
I was going to say, you got to say what that's called.
I love these. These are called hot saucer.
Boom, boom.
Ta-da! But I love that. And keep in mind, some of this packaging is so creative. But the owner of this company, I had tasted some, and the way to properly taste this is with a toothpick, a little wood toothpick, so you don't get too much. My mouth was on fire. He walks over. He's this big guy, walks over with a can of Ready Whip, takes my mouth and shoves Ready Whip in my mouth, and that kills it as well. If you don't have milk candy, Ready Whip in the mouth, and that'll cut the heat.
All right, we got to read some of these real quick. I love this one. This is like if you're buying hot sauce. This one is called Pick This, the sauce that is arrogant. In fact, it's the snottiest. Obviously, a reference to the fact that it makes your nose run.
Exactly. And then this one is, this is the hottest sauce.
Hold that up so they can see it.
So you've got, hot, hot, hot. Everybody that you talk to says that they've got the hottest. Well, probably one of the most interesting trends, that I saw is the combination of hot and fruit. We're seeing more of that Caribbean flavors, Floridian, Asian flavors.
And while you're on that, because we're running out of time, there's some things over here that really interested me. For example, right here, cappuccino brownies with hot stuff in it.
Chipotle brownie mix.
Let's be honest, is it any good?
I didn't like it.
Okay.
To be honest with you, the chocolate I thought was exceptional. The combination just didn't work for me. I would say out of all the products, I only liked about maybe 2 out of every 10.
So stick with the originals.
Stick with the originals and some of the more clever ones like Texas Sassy.
Phil, never enough time. Thank you for coming on the show. If you would like more information about spicy foods or other food trends, just log on to our website at NBC4.tv. Look for news links and click on Hot Food Trends. Narissa, back to you.
All right, thank you both. And speaking of hot eats, there's some